Hi, this is Mel from MelPinkJournals, and today I show you the next video from my series from this journal and how I decorate the inside. So I have this card left over and I ripped 2 of the 4 edges with my tearing ruler, and I will rip the other edges too to make it look more cohesive. And I hope this video gives you a lot of inspiration. So I get my inspirations from YouTube. Most of the time, or most of the last time to say so, from the Pam at the Paper Outpost and Natasa from Treasure Books, but there are so many other lovely channels. So I thought I could use this card as an underlay, tuck under here. So this cards in this tiger shape or safari or I don't know, jungle. And I thought I could use some of these offcuts, and I would like to saw them on. But first of all, I will ink the edges using my Ground d'Espresso Distress Oxide and my brown dabber to make it look a bit more vintage and aged. So I have many other videos for the creating process of the pages in this journal. Just to give you a bit of inspiration. Some of the ideas are from the channels I mentioned before or from other channels. Some ideas I had on my own, and I did have no plan. I just went with the flow, as I do nearly all the time. So I just created while filming. So maybe I had an idea in my head before starting, but then I did something else. So I do it nearly every time. So then the idea was to sew on these pieces on the back and then rip them off. Or maybe I can fold them in instead of ripping them off. This would be a cool thing, but I wanted them not to be exactly on the top, but a bit with a bit of space. So something like this and something like this. Okay, I will sew these on and then I will be right back. I am back just a minute later. So this is very cool. You could use this to write something like a hidden journaling spot. But you could cut or rip this off as well to use it in your journal. This will be a little present for my pen pal. So I will use a journal for my own to write letters to her. But usually I put in many cards and ephemera and extra stuff for her to use in the letters she writes to me or to other people if she would like to. But usually she writes back to me. So I think she will just write on this paper. I'm so excited what she will say about it. So then I will tuck this under here, and you think it's a usual card, but when you pull it out, you see it's a special card. I did not do something like this before. It just occurred to me. Just try it out. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, I want to do one more thing. I think then I will be finished with this journal, but I don't know where the papers I want to use are. So I will search for them and then I will be right back. Okay, I will do 2 more things because I want to use again my fabric ruffles. But this is the next step. Maybe 3 more things. I have one more idea. But I did not found my papers yet. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm not able to find the things I'm looking for, and I don't want to have more things in my journal. No, this is a wrong set. I could use this paper, for example, and cut it apart to the shapes I wanted to, but I want to use my leftover stuff. So let's see. I want to do something to the front pages because they are a bit too white for me. I don't know if I will be able to show you something new. So what I want to do, I wanted to use some of my pre-done, just out of the way, pre-done fabric ruffles. And I wanted to just put them down on a page so that you have something sticking out. Let me adjust the light. Okay. I will put it onto this page. This would look good. And you could put on a little safety pin on this thing too, on this fabric ruffle. Maybe I will do this next. So just glue it down the way you like it. Okay, this stands out a lot. Maybe I want it to be a bit more on the inside. Okay, a bit more maybe. Okay, just to give the page a little bit of extra something. I cut it a bit short. Or I positioned it too much to the top, but it doesn't matter. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, this is sticking out very much, but anyway, I like it. Okay, what else can we do? We did belly bands, we did pockets, we did tuck spots. I will repeat some of the things I showed you before to finish up my journal for my personal use. Maybe I will put on just a few things here and there, just a few offcuts to finish off my journal for me. I had some ideas, but they are out of my mind right now. But let's go with this idea of using a safety pin. So I have this bulb pins. I have usual safety pins as well, but I have this bulb pins. Or orange would be cool. Orange would go very well with this journal. So let's see. Bulb pin, and I want to put on something, so maybe I can put it over here to have something hanging out. Yes, this would be perfect. And I have so many charms, so let's see what we want to use. Made with love is always a good idea. This little heart, feathers. I have so many things. I think I will go with made with love because I have very many of these and I love them so much. And I did a lot with gold, so silver would be a cool refreshment. So I think you don't need a jump ring for this. And this is double-sided. This is what I like so much about this specific charms. And you just put it right through your fabric or your paper. Oops. Close the pin. Close the pin. Maybe it would be better to close your bulb pin. Someone said to me, my gosh, close it up. Okay. Phew. Oh, this was a work. So now it's closed up. So just to give you a tiny bit of extra something hanging from here. I don't know if you can see it, but in real life it's visible very good. Okay. I will do some stamping again. I will put on some leftover pieces of papers again. Let's just flip through if I want something else. There's so many things you could do, but I think for now my head is a bit empty. And this journal is really stuffed full, so it can be stuffed full more. But for now I will let it be as it is. But I want to decorate front, so let's see, a journaling card would be fine, maybe a leftover piece of paper. This would look cool, but I don't like the colors for this. Okay, yes, I wanted to use some regular brown beige fabric. I know I have some, so let's search for it. So something like this. This is a piece of tea-dyed fabric. So I wanted to use a piece of this. This is a bit too big. I will just cut it apart. So I will use my pinking shears. I think I need half of it, something like this. So just cut it apart. The hole in the middle doesn't matter because we will put on a journaling card anyway. So, and it's a big it's not straight, but it doesn't matter. I just eyeball. Oh, upsala. Sometimes the pinking shears get stuck. but no big deal. And of course, keep your little offcuts for other projects as ever. So I thought of putting this onto my journal, adjusting the light a bit. Oh, I have a few problems with my light, sorry for that. And then putting on a journaling card or something, just to mute down this, sorry, this is not the right light. Okay, I think this will work out. Just to mute it down a bit. I love it very, very much. I love this fabric and I have way more. But I wanted it, you know, I'm a bit tired, sorry. I wanted to not show up this much, so I will mute it down a bit. So let's see if I have something. I have so cute journaling cards. Maybe. I thought about maybe I will reuse some of this journaling cards again, but I got the bit bigger ones. Where do I have some? I had some at hand a moment ago. Searching in my stash. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, here they are. So maybe some of these. Me and my light. I need another light, but I don't know which one. So I like the moon, I like the wolf, I like the birds, and I like the deer. But I don't know why, but I think the deer is the best for this project. It just speaks to me to say so. So I will rip it out using every time I say using. Sorry for that. Using my tearing ruler. The white edge is okay because I will ink around anyway. So I can leave the white edge. Let's see if we will be able to rip this with the tearing ruler. Yes! Haha! Of course! I never had a kind of doubt. Not anyway. Just joking. So this I don't need anymore. Then I need my Distress Oxide Ground Espresso and my dabber. Just to ink the edges a bit. Of course, you could create a pocket on the front as well. I did this a few times before. Or you could put in a little hole, or maybe even an eyelet, and put on a little string or something like this. I did this before too on many of my other projects, but for this project I don't want it to be this way. And I want this hole to be not visible, and I don't need this much fabric. So just going with the flow, do whatever you like. I want to have a bit of a layered something. Outfit is not the right word. Cover idea, card, something like this. Oops. Okay. This is really small now. Let's see. I have some of this left. This would look cool too. Maybe something like this. No, it's too wide. Okay, this is a bit too small for my opinion. I want it to be a bit bigger. Not much, but a bit. So I will just use this. Okay, just a bit wider, not bigger, but wider. So I think here would be fine. Just cut again. I have many of this little fabrics, so I will use them up as time goes on. Someday they will be used up. So okay, this is really not straight, but it's a junk journal and I love it when it's not straight, but I like the bigger parts to be on the bottom. Okay, yes, this looks perfect from my opinion. So I will just glue this down using my all-time favorite and trusted Fabri-Fix glue. Paper to paper, fabric to fabric, fabric to paper. Unpaid advertising, as I always say. It's an expensive glue, but it's really worth it. I use it all the time because I'm so in love with it. This is why I show it to you in the camera all the time. But as I said, it's an unpaid advertising. I don't get anything for telling you this is the best glue I know. So the best crafting glue, I have to admit. So I will smoosh it out a bit because the fabric is a bit thin and I don't want this much glue seepage. In the middle it would be okay because you will not be able to see it, but I'm just using my finger tool to smoosh it out a bit. Okay, no wet glue on our surface, which is fine. Just double check. Okay, the wider part on the bottom. And I did not put the glue right to the edges, but this is totally fine for me. And you can get rid of your glue by just doing this. I don't know the word for it, but you have this little glue bubbles you can just put into your trash. So that's it for the cover. Nearly done. Maybe I can adjust the light again. Oh no, I think this is the first video I adjusted the light so many times in so few minutes. Sorry for that. And it's one of these days. Oh, the back is so beautiful, but I will use the front. You cannot have everything. You have to make a decision. And I decided to use the front and forget about the back. So, but I want this card to be glued on very well. So I smoosh it down with my finger so that I get all the edges, hopefully. And I will put it down nearly straight. It does not have to be perfectly straight. I just eyeball. Sometimes I do it at an angle with full purpose, but in this case, I glued it down like this. Okay, I want to do one more thing in my journal. And I want, to tell you, I want to attach some charms here. I want to attach some charms here. This I will do in the next video, I think. But I want to do one more thing in my journal. So let's see, on a white page like this. I try to evenly space the things I do, not perfectly, but a bit. But this is a white page. Adjusting the light again, why not? And this is really, really white. I don't like white for my pages. So I have these glue bottles. I have many colors. This is glitter glue, and I just want to sit down because of my back. And I just thought it would be cool to put on a few glue drops. Just thinking about stenciling. Okay, I showed you the stenciling process before. Maybe I will do this later, but I wanted to show you something new, something I did not do in the other videos. So I have other colors, but I like gold very much, and gold is the color I had at hand right now. And some red, but I'm not the biggest red fan. I put some red into this journal because I will use it for my pen pal, and she likes red. And for me it's a bit, not different, but something new. I don't know the word right now. But okay. I will not use this much red, just because it's not my color, not my favorite color. So, because I don't want this to close, because then the glue would go onto here and this would be glued together, I will just use a paper clip to hold it in place. Okay, so, okay, oh, perfect, I was in frame. So I will let this dry, and maybe I will do something onto here, put on some like a bit of an off card or something like this, but I showed you in the other videos. So I hope this video gives you a lot of inspiration as the other videos did. If you did not see the other videos, just take a look down in the info box and take a look through my channel. And I hope this video gave you a lot of inspiration. So stay tuned for the next one. I have another idea. I cannot do it because this has to dry now. Just thinking if I will do it later. Okay, we will see. A surprise for you and for me. Bye.